Yeah, Guilty Gear is not in a good place right now. So basically, I made a video about the current state of the game, and let me open up these tweets real quick. Basically, Guilty Gear responded. Their PR team was like, "Hey, we hear you guys. The game's broken." But what they said is kind of like interesting. So basically, if you read this, let's say we basically apologize for the situation. And it says we currently identified the cause of a large impact on the issues in the network mode, and are actively working together with related parties on the improvements to address the problem. Which, like, it's been a month. I can tell you right now, as like a dev, if my service have been half unusable for a month, I would have been fired a long time ago. We would be working a long time to get it back up within a couple of days if it's that bad. And so I'm just surprised at a dev standpoint how it's lasted this long. But yeah, we'll keep going. We have received many inquiries about this record. Basically, just saying like there's no, and then right here, high likelihood of we have determined there is a high likelihood of an unrelated, not human induced cause behind this problem. So it's probably know that I don't know why I like stumbled through that sentence. You probably know that Guilty Gear streamers, not me, but a lot of other ones that are like famous, like Diphone, Sajam, Romola, Snake Eyes, have receiving issues where their game's kind of getting hacked. Their game drops to 5 FPS. Snake Eyes had someone in his chat like writing slurs, not in the chat, like in the Guilty Gear chat, writing slurs in the lobby, and he had to kind of like write back like, "Hey, that wasn't me, that was the hacker." So obviously, there's hackers. So them saying this, it's kind of bad, but like I think they're saying the cause of the network issues aren't due to the hacker. So like if you read this, you're probably like angry. You're like, "What the fuck?" But then you read Junior's tweet. He's basically saying on April 6th they released a fix to fix the issue with the hacker. So I guess 7 days. I don't think they even told anyone. Well, they did. They had the patch notes, but you know, um, obviously it's been happening since April 6th. Um, and then he basically just says that, and he basically just says like people that have been experiencing this, please like send videos, and everyone's kind of sending videos, and he kind of wants to like send specific videos, but it's kind of ridiculous that they don't might not even think that there's a hacker issue because Nine Moons and TNS are basically not running Guilty Gear Strive anymore because of the hacker issue. Um, they can't run the game; it just doesn't work. So like I don't know, like you read this statement and you're just like, what the hell? And then you read this statement and you're kind of like, what the hell? Like I get like he's trying, like I respect him for trying, but like the game has been unplayable for normal people for like almost a month and a half now, and it has been unplayable for streamers for like 5 months. And luckily I have not been hit, but like if I did get hit and I can't play the game, I'd be very sad. So it kind of sucks that we're in this situation right now. Like this game has so much potential. Like let me even pull up the Steam charts. Should pull this up earlier. PBST. Still 1 month. Right. Like Guilty Gear is doing fine still. Like people still want to play the game, but like they people start playing the game April 6th because the DLC drops, right? And then like as people find out that they can't play the game because I think the Bridget. Let me see what the Bridget spike was. Bridget spike lasted a while. I'm pretty sure. A couple of spikes lasted a while, and then we should have we should have been able to play the game. Um, But it seems like we're probably just gonna keep losing players, and as soon as Street Fighter 6 launches, we're gonna keep losing players. And it's bad for the game. We should be able to play the game. And you're probably wondering, what are the pros saying about this? And it's kind of like, let me pull up a couple pictures. What the pros are saying about this. This one's funny. After they tweet that out, it says Happy National Dolphin Day. It says Jonathan says Cloud805 says, y'all ain't gonna act like you didn't say what you just said and post this. Which is, I think, hilarious. Like, they kind of context. Munster tweets that the servers are dog shit and have been since December, which is like funny because I want to bring a point after all of this. Basically, like, this all could have been avoided not having these lobbies and having a normal connection that have already been proven to work. The security issue, whatever, but not being able to play normal players, like normal players playing each other, is ridiculous. I'm gonna kind of talk about that after this, and then we have Diaphone, not human induced cause, which, like, he's pissed off because he's just like, bro, I'm getting hacked and they're not gonna do anything about it, and like, he makes money off of this game, right? So like, he's pissed off, and then even Ramola, let me find if I could find Ramola here. Cow lady, nice cow lady. She basically replied to this with this, where if you know arcysyst, and just kind of goes to the point I'm going to talk about soon. If you know arcysyst, when they said this, like, you're kind of pissed off because Japanese developers don't really listen to you in general. So if they're making a statement that's like, hey, it's not an issue, you're kind of pissed off. They've been getting better at it over the years, but like, from Guilty Gear, Exerd, no rollback for a long time. It's been a hard couple of years with them because you kind of are just bent to their will, and if you like their game, you're kind of like shit out of luck because you kind of have to play their shitty game that barely works and is really annoying. And then you're like, oh, Jano, they could have known this was going to be a problem 2 years in the future. Well, the problem is it's been a problem since beta. Not only beta, but the first beta they had basically 3 years ago. This is April 18th. In 4 days, it's gonna be 3 years. This is Sajam trying to play the game. He's really big on this game. He's not biased against it. This is him trying to play the game 3 years ago, and we're still having the same issues. As you can see, the game looks a lot different, but the premise is still the same, that these players are trying to play the game and they can't connect to each other. This was the pre-beta. This was like alpha build. Basically, none of the characters were fully animated. They kind of just wanted to test out this lobby, and it's been 3 years, right? So they had 3 years to kind of figure this out and change it. And this isn't trying to play.
The lobby wasn't gonna suck anyway. Don't blame rollback for the lobby sucking. Somebody, and when I say somebody, I mean many
Look,
people.
They don't even have stations. You're just holding your little stick up and just hoping to get in.
Current netcode is delay-based netcode, by the way.
Yeah. So look, these guys are glitching through the screen.
Things are looking.
Let's go. Let's go over here.
I wish it was bigger. The game seems cool from the 10 seconds I played of it, but
yeah, you was barely able to connect back then. Look at this lobby.
Work and effort they put in to create this lobby.
Look at this lobby.
It's not a lobby that just springs up. They don't just have this lobby for no reason. Jam One Trick is a good name.
They're just putting their swords up and hoping someone matches them. It is.
Times we find ourselves in. Hey,
it is bad. Anyway, you get the point there. It's been 3 years. They should have a solution to this lobby. It doesn't work. They play their own game. They know it doesn't work. Even when we aren't having this issue, it is very hard to get matches in the tower. I have to walk around for a little bit. If it's not someone in training mode, it's just the connections are not happening. It's obviously not a lot worse now, but we shouldn't have been in this situation in general. So I don't know. It's annoying. It sucks that people want to play their game. and they just won't let people play their game because they think it's a good idea to. It's a good idea to, I don't know, like not have good working netcode, no lobby system. This issue should have been fixed years ago, but in general, people not being able to play each other, that issue should have been fixed. Um, like a week after it happened when roll not when the crossplay dropped. Anyway, let's go try playing the game now because we like the game. But hopefully they set out that statement. They seemed to have said that they identified the issue. So we'll see where it goes from there. My guess is we'll probably have a patch in a week, week and a half that'll fix the issue. I don't know if they'll fix Hackerman issue by then, but I think it's more important to get the game working for like the 80% of the community.